I just don't want people there that aren't going to be part of what Rockstock is about. And that's the love and the activism and the sharing and the learning about what's going on in the world, and then taking that home with you and spreading it to your friends and people that, you know, in your community.
Right. I've had the good fortune of getting to travel all over the country and meet a lot of people and play shows with a lot of people. And though what you're saying doesn't apply to Rockstock,
Right,
I think
Rockstock.
I think that, though you may not have intended it, that these are things that are just inherent in the Wizard Rock community as a whole. And I think that Rockstock is a sort of microcosm of many of the good things about the community. So,
just the fact that you know, it is obviously an engagement where a limited number of people can come, and a limited number of people can afford to go, and the people that are going to Rockstock are the hardcore Wizard Rock fans.
Does everyone know what we're talking about here?
Yes.
Right.
What?
I was confused. I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, if these are qualities that characterize this community in general, then the people who go to Rockstock are just going to characterize these qualities even more.
In relation to what you
Yeah, I didn't mean to sound nasty or anything. I was stunned to find out that people were taking that blog. And I don't want to be the person to tell anybody how to behave, except for at Rockstock. I'm mama there because that's my house. But when Rockstock is over, I'm just me, you know.
Well, you know, if you're gonna have rules, I guess be nice to other people. It's a pretty good rule to have.
I was talking to somebody yesterday about they didn't quite get the Wizard Rock community, and I tried to describe it lessly by saying that I have not lost any friends since becoming involved in Wizard Rock. It's not something where people kind of come and go. Once you're involved in the community, there's no reason for you to ever leave. So it just sort of keeps growing and becoming more positive, and I think that is where those values come from. The generosity, the friendship, and the kindness.
Yeah.
It's something very, very unique to this community. So I think that blog might apply.
Yeah, I just was kind of like shocked, and I was like, that's a lot of responsibility.
Well, what you just said is a good segue into our next topic. That was very good. We might go back, but going more kind of into seeing into the future of Wizard Rock, it's like a really quickly growing community and new bands crop up every day. So why do you think the scene is very accessible and non-threatening to the aspiring musicians as opposed to like local music?
I think for all the reasons we were just talking about, that it's a very, very unique community, and I've never seen anything like it. That maybe like the punk rock community might be something like that, but you know, we're dorks, so punks might be a little bit harder than we are. So we just have all the supportive, awesome parts, and actually we're pretty loud.
And it sort of seems like the popular, more established dorks help bring up the smaller, more beginner dorks.
I think it has a lot to do with the beginning of 2007, where every Wizard Rock event was basically like a cuddle puddle. And cuddle puddles are good, and so people wanted to cuddle as well, so they get into the scene. I have notes on this. I'm a horrible public speaker. But this is something that I actually have a lot of feelings about. And I think that one of the great things about the Wizard Rock community is that it isn't territorial, and that bands, I mean, very rarely do you cross a Wizard Rock band that is like, I'm good. You know, they're not trying to be like technical.
I miss you, Matt. I miss you so much when you're away.
Enough romance back to the rock.
Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, so the point I'm trying to make is that it's not like there are standards for being a Wizard Rock band, and a lot of Wizard Rock bands, there are like 500 Wizard Rock bands, and a lot of them are really like in their first project that they're taking seriously. So, you know, they're very, very willing to share their experiences with other bands, and it's sort of like skill sharing. It's one of the main tenets of the DIY community in general with music is it's not about competition, it's about sharing what you know and helping other people do the same thing. Because if more people are involved, it's more fun.
For me, it was kind of, the thing with Wizard Rock is that it's there's such a huge variety of skill levels. I didn't pick up a guitar until a year after I started this band, but I think that knowing so many people who were good at guitar, who were there to help me and teach me and things like that, just pushed me to learn even more. I had a guitar in my house for 7 years before I even picked it up and tried to learn how to play it. And I think a lot of that had to do with my friends in this community who were there to help me and wanted me to get better at it. And the thing with Wizard Rock is that even if you don't know how to play an instrument, you are already welcomed into the community, and you have people who know what they're doing, who know how to record and promote and book shows, who will help you. And a lot of the reason why I'm even here is because of these two who you booked my first show with me, and you helped me with recording, and it's such an amazing, like the people are just so awesome that you don't even have to really know how to do anything, you just have to want to try, and that is something that anybody can do, if they put their minds to it.
DIY. I thought he was going to say DA. And let me dork out on you for a second. I just realized that I think it might be part of it. That I didn't realize that if you look at what Harry's doing in the DA, he's been lucky enough to learn all these spells and have all this experience. And what does he do but share that with his friends who he thinks need the help? So both Matt and I were lucky enough to be involved in music for a while before Wizard Rock. And I know a big part of that for me has been trying to teach people what I learned before Wizard Rock. Once I got into the community. So I think that's also another one of the values that's inherent in the book series, is helping people who might not know, what they're doing yet.
And that doesn't even have to be musically, that can be socially, with, like, when I'm at Wizard Rock shows, I mean, not even rock stuff, just any Wizard Rock show, I always see at the beginning of the show, there'll be a couple kids kind of off to the corner and they're not really sure. And by halfway through the show, the regular fans are pulling them into the audience, and they're like, come be my friend and let's hang out. And it's just like in the books, when you find love and acceptance and you feel like you belong to something, even if it's not people in your town, even if you're just friends like on Facebook or MySpace, when you know that you're loved and that you belong and that you're accepted for who you are, that opens you up to unlimited potential in your life. And I think that's something that the Wizard Rock community has done a lot for the fans, is that you guys have found your family within each other and your friends. I mean, I know people that are moving cross country to be roommates with people that they met through Wizard Rock. And I just think it's great. I mean, that's why I put on Rock Stock. It's so you guys have a place to come and just be yourself and wave your wand and be as dorky as you want to be and run around in rooms all day and nobody cares. You can wear 3 different colored socks. I don't know how that's possible. Somebody is going to walk up to you and be like, that's the most awesome sock situation I've ever seen.